Hi, this is Jess with Jess Reviews, in which I take an object in my home that I use frequently and I review it, and then I compare my experience to the reviews on Amazon to see how they line up. And today I am talking about the Branch Ergonomic Chair in which I am sitting. Now, this presents a few problems. I'm not exactly sure the best way to show this thing off, but here it is, the Branch Ergonomic Chair. It has lumbar support. It is adjustable. These are also adjustable. Ooh, up and down, up and down. It can change its height, as you would expect from an office chair. It's fairly basic in many ways, but it does have the lumbar support and it does have adjustable uh, arm supports, and it goes up and down and it spins and it has wheels. I've described an office chair. How did I end up with this chair? Well, when I started working remotely, as most of us did at some point in 2020, unless we had other kinds of jobs that required us to be there in person. I needed a better office chair than my kitchen table chairs, which were causing me back pain after sitting in them for that long every day. And I looked into it a lot. I wanted something that was going to be reliable and last, something that was going to be comfortable. And I also wanted something that looked nice because I care. So the fact that this comes in like a pretty blue did make me happy. It is a little bit pricier than I wanted it to be, but I don't know. You know what? I really don't know why office chairs are as expensive as they are, but a lot of them are really quite expensive. And when I looked into it, this was actually lower end, which surprised me because I was like, how can a chair that's several hundred dollars or a couple $100 be the lower end office chair? But hey, who knows? I mean, I guess they must be difficult to make, or people are just willing to pay that much. So, economics. Um, anyway, I it came in a nice box. It was very easy to assemble. I was pleased with that. I'm very pleased with how comfortable it is. I've now been sitting in it for 4 years-ish. It is a little bit the worse for wear. I will say that the seat, I mean, any seat that you sit in for a while, it's going to get a little bit dirty. It has a little bit of pilling on it. I'm looking at it. You can't see it. Sorry, I don't think there's going to be a way to get this to show up super well on camera. It has a little bit of pilling. It has a little bit of like staining that I haven't been able to get out from things I've dropped on it. Um, Obviously, these things can be remedied by being more careful and not eating in the chair or drinking in the chair. But really, who's going to do that in their office chair? You got to drink your coffee in the morning, right? Um, so just, keep that in mind if you buy a light blue color, like a crazy person, but a crazy person who likes light blue. I don't know. I can't say it was a mistake. I can't say I regret it. Um, I like the adjustability, the lumbar support. I was able to get really nicely positioned. It works well for me. The thing I use the least is actually the adjustable armrests. I don't find myself moving them at all, or I haven't really played around with that. But how much adjustability does a person really need? I don't know. Maybe I don't need that much. Something I like about it is it is wide enough for me to sit cross-legged in, which I do a lot of. It might not be wide enough for everyone to sit cross-legged in. For what it's worth, I'm very short. So maybe don't take that to heart if you are above like 5'6". But I can sit cross-legged in it, and that's very nice for me. So I think it's been pretty good for an office chair. It's a good office chair. Like I said, it's pretty comfortable. I would probably expect to see the Amazon ranking somewhere around like a 4.3. That sounds cool today, 4.3. So let's take a look. All right, here we are. I even pulled up the light blue version because that's the one I have. All right. Okay. 4.2. Wow, I'm feeling so good about my 4.3. Um, yeah, as you can see, this is the chair. There's a number of different colors. There are more color options now than there were when I ordered. Who knows? No, I still would have gone with the light blue. I think the tan is the only other option I would have considered, but I have a friend who has the black one and really likes it. And if you're concerned about staining, get the black one. That's my advice. Um, anyway, it is still several $100s. Eek, and that's the Black Friday deal, folks. But like I said, how is this low end? Um, anyway, scrolling. Let's take a look at these reviews. Um, so sturdy and very comfortable, easy assembly. Yeah, so easy to put together. All of the components work. About 30 minutes to put them together. That's about right. That's about how long it took me to put it together. The seat is nicely cushioned, but not too soft. Yes. The back is supportive and breathes well. Yes. The blue color is nice. Yes, I agree. Oh, and was well represented on the site. You know what? This is a good point. Sometimes pictures of a color don't actually look like the product. This light blue that you see on Amazon, that is the light blue. So that's nice, right? The best mid-tier chair I could find. I guess it's mid-tier. Steel case chairs are so expensive. So apparently this person had one at work that was comfortable, but they're over $1,000. Seriously, yeah. Who's gonna pay $1,000 for an office chair? Actually, I know some people who have. So no judgment if you get the chair that speaks to you, but I can't afford that. Um, this branch chair, reasonable value, very easy to assemble. Yep. Um, Oh, this person is 6 foot and over 200. So they are all, and they're able to use it as well. I am way smaller than that, and it works for me. So there's like a wide range, clearly, of comfort for different sizes. That's really nice, right? Um, better than a Staples chair. You know what? It is. I've sat in a Staples chair. This is better than that. Wonderful chair for the price. Again, what is the pricing on desk chairs and why is it so insane? Anyway, I didn't think I was getting a real steal at around $300 to be honest. But apparently I was. Um, oh, this person's a 5'11", 170-pound man in his mid-30s. Also works for him. Fantastic. Okay, so here now we're getting to the critical ones. Overhyped chair. The seat is too firm. It probably is too firm for some people. I don't know what your softness level is, but I find it to be just right. The positions are limited. I mean, they're not that limited, but like, how adjustable does it need to be? Um, yeah, apparently this person did not like it. One size doesn't fit all. This person, similar size to some of the other folks, but apparently can't get the backrest up high enough. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, all right, let us investigate more of these like critical reviews. All right. Um, not what they expected. Okay, this person never writes reviews. You know when they say they never write reviews, this meant a lot to them. Or maybe they write reviews all the time. But anyway, um, they must have been really underwhelmed. Exactly. That's what I was saying. They never write reviews. They really took some time to find this one. Um, they don't see any difference versus an $80 chair from Staples. All they have is remorse. Wow. They were hoping for more, and maybe it's their expectations that are the problem. And it arrived with a scratch on the base. Okay, so this person, primary complaint is just that it doesn't seem much better than an $80 chair. I mean, that's a fair complaint. I haven't sat in, this is the problem, right? Like, I haven't gone and sat in a wide variety of priced chairs. So, like, you almost want to do a blind sit test instead of a blind taste test, line up a bunch of chairs and sit people down in them and say, how expensive do you think this chair is? Honestly, that would be really fun. If someone could set that up, I'd be down for that. A blind sit test on chairs to guess the value of the chair in question. See if that steel case really is the $1,000 chair. Have them rank them in order of value. Could be fun. People are having fit problems. Ah, someone ordered Poppy and got a tan. Well, that really stinks. That's a shipping error, but not a problem with the product, folks. Um, okay, so what I'm seeing here is that there are some people who don't think the price is justified. Some people who are having trouble with the fit, um, and some people who just like don't like the feel of it. Honestly, all of these are not totally unexpected. I feel like buying a chair, it can be kind of hit or miss. To be honest, if you're thinking of buying a branch chair, they are common enough that I bet someone you know has one. And if you could just go sit in one for a second, maybe you would know. Maybe you would feel that feeling that said, this is the chair for me. Or maybe someone's going to sit you down in a blind chair test in a steel case chair, and you're going to be like, oh, this is it. And they're going to say, sorry, that's $1,000 chair, my friend. So let us all hope that when we take our blind sit test, we like the Staples chair. But for me, the branch chair has been good. For me, it is better than a 4.2, but I feel the pain of the people who are not liking it for whatever reason. I'm sure that different body types are going to experience chairs differently. So do keep that in mind, but I think it was a good investment. I don't regret it. I clearly have no understanding of the pricing of office chairs, which is sad, but I haven't made an extensive study of it. So that's my review of the Branch Ergonomic Chair. Good luck out there, folks.